All right, hey everybody. This is Jason coming at you. I want to just give everybody an overview of my main stage setup that I use for church. Yep, basically that's it. Here we go. Here's the layout I use. I put my songs here. I did have a thing for a backing track here, but I just removed it because I'm gonna run backing tracks from their app. Yep, this is for CPU speed here. This is the name of the church. Here's uh, the patch list, of course, with the standard stuff. Standard stuff here, the keyboard and all that, blah, blah, blah. This is sort of a makeup of what I have as my MIDI controller, which is I have a Korg Nano Control 2. Korg Nano Control 2, yeah. So it has this. It also has a record button, but obviously, I'm just using live sound out. I don't need the record button. So, yeah. Has a solo button, but I use that for putting effects on these sounds. This is my master output, and of course, control for it. Right. So, going to edit mode. The computer's a little slow because screen recording. Anyways, I just changed this. I didn't save. Basically, I straight use MKSensation for church right now. I have a motif ES at church, so I use the sounds from motif plus MKSensation, essentially. That's it. I got this laid out. This I'm going to replace with Alicia's keys, but it was the Power Grand. This is Piano 1 from the MKS, E-Piano, blah, blah, blah. You guys know this. This is the TX, strings, pad, brass synth. Actually, I'll go one by one and give them to you. If this lets me click. All right. Yep, you guys know that. E-Piano. Wow, this is really slowing me down. Didn't know screen recordings were so, well, I do they're resource intensive, but not this bad. Right. Let's turn it off. Okay, yeah, not going to do all of them. But anyways, so this is what I use. And, when I'm in church, I'm not screen recording, obviously, so performance is a lot better. Basically, yeah, I got a plug-in here. This is on the concert level. And all of these, what I did was I went into Contact, and I assigned each one of these, or I did it backwards. I went into here first, and I selected one of these, and then I need to go at the concert level. I selected one, and I gave it a mapping. It's going slow, so I'm kind of been thrown off a little bit. Right, so I gave it a mapping. Instrument 1, which is this, and then the Contact plugin of instrument 1, and then I gave it a number, or whatever. Each one has a different number. This one's 10. It starts here and goes across. 8, starting from 0, and then this is 8, 9, 10, etc. And then these all have numbers. So what that does in Contact is Contact on this little tab here, the Auto tab, since for automation, and you have Host Automation selected. It gives each one of these something. So 0 all the way up to whatever I used in Mainstage. Then I take this. This is 8, which I believe is the on-off. I don't remember. I did it so long ago. Oh, no. This is the effect of... come on. The effect of... you see the little zigzag thing, the lightning there when I click on it. All right, so this is effect of whatever I want channel 1 to be. So at the time, I had it on PowerGrand. So you drag and drop this to MKSensation, and this little green button here, which would be green, would be the effect for PowerGrand, which of course, PowerGrand. Who puts a chorus effect on a PowerGrand? Yeah. So that's what I did. I did that for all of these buttons, all of those buttons, and all of those sliders. So what that did was allowed me to use my controller, which now a button, right? A button sends a MIDI control of just 1 or 0 and 127. When you let go, it's back to 0. So that's a problem for Contact, because Contact will say, okay, I'm on, then I'm instantly off. But with Mainstage will interpret that as a button press. So instead, it'll send to Contact you're just 0 or 127, and it'll flip-flop them or toggle them. So that's how I use Mainstage, or that's why I use Mainstage, because it interprets the buttons as actual, it stays on or stays off. Yeah. So the other reason I do this is because I can layer, which I could do without Mainstage, but hey, whatever. So one of my favorite combinations is this one and this one, which the computer is going extra slow. My gosh. Come on. For example. Yeah. So it's a lot smoother when I have my controller plugged in. I just don't have it plugged in right now because I have an audio interface in there. Yeah. So anyways, that's what I did. That's how I use my setup. And then I have here the click tracks that I'm going to use just on the next screen over. So, yep. Anyways, and then other songs I'll have on the next screen over, etc., etc. Yep, so that's it. That's basically my setup. You have any questions, let me know. I'll try to help out as I can. Oh, and before I forget, the very most important thing that I needed when I was trying to set up this whole thing, where do you send unassigned signals from MIDI? This is like one of the most important things. There was a time where I was trying to set up like a 2 keyboard setup, both run through Mainstage, both with their individual sounds, etc. This is the key, because without this, it just sends them to all the channel strips, which messes you up completely. So yeah, I have this unchecked for all of my Mainstage builds because it just prevents issues. Now, of course, you do have to have the different things here for for that you're going to use, like your pitch wheel, your expression, your sustain, etc. If you use another control, like if you use an 07 volume control, you need to have that here too if you're blocking all of these. But I prefer control versus just random stuff happening that you're not aware of. So yep, that's it. That's my setup. Let me know if you have any questions. This is Jason coming at you. Peace.